finishing something up, I think. So let me know when you're ready. I need to move your guys' names or pictures around. Hold on. Hold on, I had it right. Boop. Welcome back to another exciting adventure in Dungeons & Dragons type world, Mythic Pathfinder. We are currently picking up where we left off a couple of weeks back with episode 22, Lost in the Sand. What did you say?
I lost everything you said there for a second, and I was trying to see if it was just me or if everybody heard you cut out for like 10 seconds that you cut out.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So welcome back to another exciting adventure in Mythic Pathfinder, a world of all of you, a world forgotten. Picking up where we left off about 2 weeks ago. We had just recently been fighting off everything and anything in the Sand and Stone Temple, in the Sunken Temple over by the riverside. You guys managed to get through all of that and blast through one more of the suppression stones that was seeping and eeping the ley lines of the world's magic and helping nefarious ends come to completion. In crushing it, as per usual, your guys' mythic energy poured out of the stone and it knocked you guys across time and space into another area. You were all on the, fence a little bit there as far as health for some of you. It's been quite the battle overall. But you all wake up by yourselves, and the sun is beating down on top of you. There is sand every direction you can see. As you initially wake up, I'll start with Miss Megan. Let me see. Besides you, Megan, you see paw prints that vanish into the dunes, most likely Osmir's trail. And it does appear if the sand is starting to blow it away slowly, as you've noticed the first couple steps have already started to disappear with the wind as it blows over the sand dunes. The sun is blistering overhead and the desert dares you to find him before the heat devours his scent and the sand washes away his paw prints. Eldrick, you awake somewhat buried in rubble. There's a stone pressed against your chest from what appears to be a pillar of some sort of ruin. You could taste dust and copper, and above you the sky is glaring down, blasting you like a hammer. The sun is bright and hot. Selwyn, something whispers on the wind, promising cool water and safe shade. The voice doesn't sound quite right, though. Something is wrong. It's too smooth, too knowing. Is it a mirage or something worse? So, for as far as that goes for you, survival check for Ilwyn, strength check for Eldrick.
You're gonna have to repeat some of that.
Yeah, because you keep cutting out like quite a few words.
Interesting.
Sorry, man.
I mean, I don't know why. Let me look. Mike. How's that? Better?
We won't know until you start talking for a little bit.
Okay, so you guys all wake up in the sand. It's super hot outside. The sun is glaring down. Elwyn, you wake up and there's paw prints that are disappearing as the sand blows past. Selwyn, you wake up and you hear what seems to be whispers on the wind, promising water and a cool place to drink and rest. But it doesn't seem quite right. Eldrick, you awake somewhat buried in rubble. And there's a stone pressing against your chest with the taste of copper in your mouth. Aelwyn, I need a survival check. Eldrick, I need a strength check. And Selwyn, I need a will check.
Roll the strength check.
Can you tell me what my status is?
You're at 1 hit point.
Oh, and I rolled a 3. But I got plus 13, so hopefully that helped a little bit.
Yep, it didn't hurt, but it did not get you where you needed to go. You feel lightheaded and are staggered for the next little bit. You'll be allowed to do another check here momentarily to see if you can shake it off.
Yes, sir.
I don't love this this theme. It's really hard to read my character sheet now. For some reason.
Oh.
Okay, sorry, I'm making a progression check. I was gonna take a potion really quick since I'm feeling so.
Okay.
7 is my con.
Eldrick, you want to do a strength save or a strength check? Oh, you did it. I see 12. You seem to be pressed underneath this rubble, Eldrick. You can't quite get out from underneath it at this time. You are prone, and the rubble is going to do a little bit of damage to you. Just to kind of bruising, you take 3 points of non-lethal damage.
Oh, bueno.
Okay, so if I'm following tracks, my survival check is a plus 21, and I rolled a 4, so that's 25.
Is that ridiculous, or am I crazy?
I mean, I just am a really good tracker.
Yeah, it sounds like it. So your total was what?
25.
So you didn't roll very good then.
No, I rolled a 4.
Yeah, not great at all. Okay. Well, with a 20 plus 20, whatever, and a 4, that's going to be 25. That is going to be enough. You're able to track Osmir. You find him passed out in the sand about 900 yards from where you awoke. Over a few dunes and things. You're not quite sure why your buddy decided to leave you laying in the dirt and just wander off, but there he is, breathing, but unconscious on the ground.
I'm gonna use my Mantle of the Guardian to give him some hit points.
Okay.
It's 5 plus my caster level, so that's what, 8? Yeah, so 13 hit points to him. Does that wake him up?
Yes, he wakes up. He's like chapped around the mouth. His eyes are glazed over and kind of bloodshot. He doesn't look great. He's fine as far as like, he's still just a little, he's just your buddy still, but he does look like the desert's doing no justice to him. I think he's got quite a bit of fur to be stuck in such a, wind-swept plain of pure heat and sand.
Okay, well, I have, deal with those guys because I have a solution for what's happening, I think.
Okay. Eldrick, you lay there for a second and realize you're sort of trapped and gather your breath back and are able to try again. Selwyn, you kind of go to one knee and shake your head side to side. You're not sure where your fox buddy is or anyone else, but you can also try your save again or your check again.
Yeah, 23.
The anger of not doing it the first time apparently gives you a little breath of fresh air as you throw the large pillar stone off of you and it slides down a small dune next to you and just kind of buries itself about 5-10 feet away. And you're able to get up from the prone position and come to one knee and rise up in your armor and things. Your greatsword's handle feels cool to the touch. And Selwyn with a 19.
I know it's no good.
The voice goes away and you realize that you were just hearing things. You notice that you're also quite thirsty. The sand has gotten more in your mouth than you had expected. You're just sort of dried out in general, and this is not something you're used to. You're used to the Feywild where it's kind of jungly and moist. This desert is not your favorite at this time. You're all individually together and apart at this point. What were you rolling?
Sorry, I'm
Just making sure your sword works. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. I'll make sure we're sure.
You're all kind of, milling around trying to figure out which direction you want to go, how you want to help your animals, find your friends, things like that. And after just a bit of time, the sands around you start to swirl and drive towards you from the north, what you think is north. And the swirling sands encompasses your areas, each of you. Go ahead with a fortitude save for each of you 3 times.
Fortitude saves.
I'm actually gonna cast a spell really quick.
Okay, yeah, that's fine too. You could help yourself.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use 2 points of mythic power, and I'm gonna cast Endure Elements on both of us, on both Osmir and I, which allows us to exist. We're protected from being in a hot environment. We can exist comfortably in the desert without having to make fortitude saves.
Nice. Can you exist in a sandstorm? Because you're in a sandstorm now.
That's okay. It looked like we were suffering from being like in a hot sun, so I wanted to take care of that.
Yep.
I will also make said saves.
Do you get bonuses, do you think, because you have that on?
It's just something that lasts 24 hours and allows us to exist in extreme temperatures and environments. It's not like, I'll read it to you.
The save is more, you get blinded and take non-lethal damage if you fail. So it's not like deadly. It's just wears you out a bit and blinds you for a round if you miss.
Yeah, it doesn't protect against environmental hazards.
Okay,
It's
so just
a matter
fortitude
of,
saves
like,
all around. Let's see, we got Silwyn, you got 1, 2. Where's your third one? There it is. So Eldrick, you're good. Selwyn, you're gonna take 3 points of non-lethal damage, and you are blinded for 2 rounds. So it's hard to see. Like, you put your arm up, and you're like, "What? I thought there was maybe water, and then I thought there wasn't." And you put your arm up to block the sand that's whipping around you, and you keep pushing forward. And eventually, you're able to get the sand out of your eyes and see ahead of you, and come out the other side of the sandstorm. But the whipping and everything of the sand about you has kind of scarred your flesh with heat and dryness. So you basically need a lotion bath, if we're being honest. So, Mrs. Farmer, thank you for the likes. Let's see.
A 14, a 23, and a 25, and then I haven't rolled Osmir's.
There's a 14, a 23, and a 25?
Yeah.
You'll take 3 points of damage and be blind for 1 round.
I think I took that potion.
Same thing will happen to you as you continue forward. You kind of put your arm up to block the sand, and some of it gets in your eye initially, but then you're kind of able to rub it out and shake it out and use your cloak to get through to the other side of this sandstorm. As the sandstorm it travels across the dunes. It's not just staying in one spot. So you're traveling, it's traveling, you all across the other side after a quick march out to the other side. And you guys travel on for a while in this regard. While we're doing that, go ahead with perception checks all around.
Well, are we blind?
No, because the first round you were, the second round he was too, but then the third round was one that mattered. You all made it.
Oh, I had 14, 16, so I would probably blind all of them. So
No, the 16 was good. That was just above what you needed, so you're good. So X3 was good, buddy.
You said what do we need? What kind of save do we need now?
And not save up perception checks.
Oh, perception check.
19 and
Eldrick
a
as
20.
perceptive, as always.
Where's my perception?
Yeah, your perception is not very great.
I just get bad rolls. I mean, it's 5, it's not bad.
23, not bad. I'm pretty perceptive.
All right, you're walking along, Silwyn, and you just kind of got out of that sandstorm. You knocked some of the sand out of your eyes, and as you're stepping along, you manage to notice, just as you come upon it, that there's a sinkhole right in front of you. The sand itself is more quicksand than regular dune sand. You get a reflex save, and then you get a reflex save -4. Eldrick, for not noticing it. And what did you roll, Megan?
Ooh, nice.
19 and
25.
21.
Okay, so you both get reflex saves as well.
Ooh, that hurt.
Eldrick, you fall 15 feet down into the sinkhole, and the fall itself of the swirling sands, it's a quick pull, and it literally yanks you from the upper sand down to your neck and back up again. It kind of shifts you around. You're not buried in the sand, but you might as well be. You're going to take some fall damage from that. You take 3 points of damage. I did it to you.
I was thinking on that one for his reflex, but I got
Damn it, Eldrick.
30.
You got a what?
I got a 30.
So yours is pretty good, but his is not. So he's going to fall into the sinkhole as well. He'll walk in front of you. You manage the 30 because you see him go down. He takes 4 points of damage and is in the sinkhole. In order to get out of the sinkhole, we'll need a...
Alright, just really quick. I want to make sure I heard you because you cut out. Did you say 4 points of damage?
Yes, 4 points of damage for Osmir.
Didn't Eldrick just take like 30?
Eldrick just took 3.
Am I crazy? Oh, 3. So okay.
Fell
wait.
15 feet. It's like it's like equivalent to a 15-foot
Nope,
fall.
I'm not trying to take more. I just am not hearing you well.
Am I able to see them? How far away are they from me since they're down in the hole? You said how many feet down in the hole did they fall?
Yeah, so it's a sinkhole. It's not an actual like pit.
But we're all together, right?
No.
No, okay.
Osmir and Eldrick will have to claw their way out. I would allow for jump or acrobatics.
How about climbing?
Oh yeah,
was gonna say, what about
climbing. Yeah, climbing would work. Good call.
He's got a climb speed of 30.
That's so good.
No.
It's tough. I mean, you're wearing a lot of armor. It's like swirling sand that basically pulls you back in as you're trying to climb up, and it's continually moving. It's not just like down. It swirls down and goes back up, and it's like a wavy sand sinkhole that continues in a continuous pattern.
Good.
So you'll manage to stay there for a little bit.
Osmir has a climb speed of 30.
Yeah, so he's able to
got a
just climb
16 on
out with natural movement. The sand does make it harder to have. It's like difficult terrain for him, but he'll be able to get out in one round because it's 15 foot is cut in half. Eldrick, you'll take an additional
He got a
4.
16 on his acrobatics.
What, Megan?
Does my impossible speed not help with that?
Because you can move so fast.
Yeah, I feel like it moves, like, my movement speed is what, like, where is it? 60?
Yeah, but I don't think it applies because you don't have a climb speed.
Okay.
But you'll get to try again. You just take damage every time you fail.
Yeah, fantastic.
It's all right. You got
But
30
they're
hit
not
points.
beating.
Am I coming in any clearer, or is it still choppy?
It's clear most of the time. Sometimes
Still
it's
choppy.
I don't know what changed.
I'm gonna take another health potion.
We'll see if that's any better. Oh. Okay, so then, so Tim, you're able to do another check if you'd like to try to get out. Eventually, I mean, as you guys are walking along, eventually, Selwyn, you will run across your fox buddy lying buried up to the sand. All you see is his ears and his tail kind of not under the sand. He's buried himself about 3 foot under, just his top of his ears and his tail is sticking out. You come up on him, he's motionless in the sand. Eldrick, you are able to claw your way out with anger. It's similar to the pillar situation. You get frustrated and just gung-ho it. Feel me? Did you hear me, Shane?
I did.
Oh, it got worse.
So I get frustrated and beat the sand with my sword, and it freezes under my feet.
Yeah, so hard turns to glass.
No, it's my new weapon. It's Frostbane,
Oh, yeah.
Frostbrand. That does cold damage or frost damage.
Maybe that helps. I don't know. I'm trying different things to see if I can help it.
I'm not trying to change the environment. I'm just introducing my new sword.
I didn't hear you anyway because I was looking at trying to fix the audio from cutting out. Be interested to hear if it's cutting out on the stream too.
I just checked TikTok, and by the time I got on there, you weren't messing up on my stream, so it wasn't messing up on the stream. So I can't.
It's interesting. This sound stuff is crazy because I've got a ton of things in place to make it work better.
Here. I don't know if it says that I've got a great connection, so I can't tell if it's just me that's like why it's all garbled and everything, but I'm like, even the video is not great on my side.
Really? Yeah, I don't know. My video looks like on my TikTok live studio and on my Streamlabs, everything looks crispy and everything looks fine. The voice is going. I don't know. What's up, Thinker? So all right. So regardless, we'll just keep pushing forward for now and hope that it stays cleared up or that it's better. So you found Selwyn in the sand. Or, I'm sorry, you found Vale in the sand, Selwyn. Eventually, Wisp finds you, Eldrick. You're clawing your way out of there, and you like rest in the sand for a second on the other side of this sinkhole. And Wisp kind of saunters up to you, looking strangely different. Granted, he does have that like hat of disguise, and he does look like a little boy instead of a satyr. But he comes up to you, and there's just like an aura of a presence of power that doesn't remind you of what he had around him the rest of the time you've known. Like before coming to this area and the crushing of that stone, he was just Wisp to you, and he just seemed like a kind of a goofy teenager that liked to explore and run ahead and get in trouble, and didn't pay much attention. Kind of like an ADHD driven satyr with his flute and his dancing and things. But now he just seems maybe a little more serious, and you can just sense something has changed. He seems more capable, more driven. Just a heads up.
I'll go ahead and nod to Wisp with a knowing look in my eyes.
Okay. So that's kind of where we're at. You're all in parties of two at this point. Two of you with your animal companions, one of you with our non-playing character homeboy. You're all kind of lost in the sand, not quite sure where each other is. No way to really know what you want to do. Like, I could take survival checks to try to ascertain the different direction you would want to go. You could kind of pick that and go from there initially, and we can kind of see what your survival checks look like, and then if you guys roll high enough, I'll link you guys back up and we'll continue to the next piece. Or do you want to just be like
survival.
Or you could say I need a rest. I'm gonna rest. I'll figure the sand out later. I'm gonna make a makeshift tent and rest, or what do you guys want to do?
I'd like to link back up, so I'm gonna tell Wisp.
I want to continue looking for him. I'm not like overly hurt. I mean, not like I'm bleeding out.
Okay, I'm taking a fully different approach to this, and I'm gonna take an hour to just figure our shit out.
Is a short rest a thing?
Well, it is if I spend a mythic point of power, which I'm going to do. So as long as I spend a mythic point of power to do this, I get basically the effects of a long rest without a refresh of my mythic points. So it works the same way.
That's cool though.
And that is because of one of our mythic things. It's called recuperation.
That's very handy.
Yeah.
Almost needless to say, I'm going to. I'm mostly gonna rely on Wisp's survival skills here because mine suck. So I'm basically just gonna ask him. Like I'll roll my own survival. Like just kind of look around, like see if I can figure out what's going on. But I'm gonna say, hey buddy, what do you think we should do?
Oh. He's got some skills, but survival for some reason is not high on his list of stuff either. Surprisingly. He rolled a 3.
None of my spells are checked off, dude.
Say what?
None of my spells are checked off. Like, none of my spells or abilities, other than what I've done today, are checked off.
That's weird.
Dang.
It must have cleared for some reason when you update or something somehow. I mean, that's weird.
But my mythic powers didn't.
Yeah, that's weird. I didn't do anything besides change the theme, but I mean, that shouldn't do anything.
Oh well.
So we don't find anyone.
What was yours? Yours was 10 and his was 3. No. It's just the wind sweeps the sand, and the sand is kind of hard to track in. What's up, Blue Line? Welcome, brother. Thank you for the likes. Yeah, so the wind sweeps across the sand, and any tracks that maybe were there as you guys are looking around trying to find the rest of the party, they really have been brushed away with that time. It is really bad. Where's it echoing from, Blue Line? Is it coming from me or the kid or them? It's taking me off. The audio wasn't this bad last time.
I'll use a mythic power as well to gain half my HP because I need it.
All right, thanks. I'll check it out. Hang on, I gotta figure this out. Apparently my mic is echoing real bad on the stream even.
Can we take 5? Really
Yeah,
quick?
yeah. Let's just take 5.
Off my Wi-Fi too. Thanks.
Yeah, we'll take 5. Thanks. Can you stick around for a minute, Jacob, and help me tell me if it gets better? I don't know what else I'm supposed to freaking do. It's better now. It was just echoing like for 2 seconds. When you first showed up, it was bad. Weird. Yeah, buddy. Like it's been a real hot mess. For some reason, it's just been super echoey for no reason the whole time. I'm just gonna have to start wearing a headset for D&D nights, I guess, because it's always messed up. What's up, Andre? Welcome. We're taking 5 because we're just working on some technical stuff. Megan needed to reboot because she's got slow internet connectivity. How you been, Jacob? You cool? Yeah. Go have fun, brother. I appreciate you popping in at all. So thank you. Wish I could pop by and see your guys' game. Is it gonna be on the TTV? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's fine now, Shane. You don't hear any echo?
I don't hear anything at all now.
I wish I had, I kind of wish I had my headsets already set up. Like, I'm not going to take the time to set up a headset right now in mid-game or whatever, but kind of wish it was set up so I could just have it in my ears and there would be no echo. It'd be done. All right, if they're taking 5, I'll be right back too. You hold it down, Shane. Everybody's watching you. There's 25 people in here. Just talk to them about life.
Yeah, sure.
They'll be like that.
Yeah, it's good times. Yeah.
Kenku set up. Like I'm low-key almost at a loss about what I can do about my sound issues over here. Like besides get a headset on again, which I just don't like wearing it all the time because by the time I'm on here, as much as I'm on here, my headset, I got a dent in my head. My ears are sweating like a mermaid in the water. I don't know if that's not real, but so it's just a lot of time to be rocking a headset. It'd be one thing if I was on for an hour, but like we play this game for 3 and then I play Fortnite for 2 or 3 more, like. And like the mobility, if I don't have a wireless headset, like if I have to plug it in, like it keeps coming unplugged mid-game and stuff, I lose audio, I'd end up dead. Just issues.
Yeah,
But
there's these not really earbuds, they're like these little over-ear things that kind of like hook on your ear.
I got a pair of those, but they're Bluetooth. I could try them. I just need somebody in Discord and on the stream to help me troubleshoot it, It's cool. I'll get mad and flip the desk in a little bit.
Because I'm kind of the same way. Like I wear, headphones like all day, for not necessarily for work, but I like listen to audiobooks and stuff. And these are really nice because they don't actually go in your ears; they just sit over your ears, and they're really light, so they don't make you sweat at all.
Yeah, I think I got those too. I got a pair of those. I'll have to see how they hook up and how they sound. I had bought them with that thought in mind at one point, and it just never played out.
Well, the nice thing is you can just have the audio play through them, so like, you can still use your mic and
Right.
it won't echo.
And I mean, that's the biggest issue is the mic picks up everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try putting this other mic together on here that has the unidirectionalness to it and see how that does. And then the next step is I'll probably find a new pair of headsets I'm gonna use one way or the other. Oh. But yeah, so between the sound and then the video popping around because Discord when people are in or aren't in it. Like right now my stream looks like everybody's armpit or shoulder. It's pretty funny. Totally, and then yeah, it totally throws everything off. That's right, I'm excited to get through these sands. Got a little ways to go here, but
Yeah.
just
I'm excited to
getting.
use my sword.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. The nice thing is I got this new program that I paid for that cuts stuff, and I can just cut the video, and by just looking at the words, and I can cut out the words, it'll cut that whole piece of that video out. So I can upload these again without the uhs, the this and that's, the 5-minute break for figuring sound check out, like whatever it is.
Yeah, that's good.
So like we've got the live video that goes down for Twitch and YouTube and TikTok and Kick and everything like that, but after the fact I could drop it in this program and it'll auto edit it out for me, so I don't have to worry about, you post a 3.5 hour video when really there's only 2 hours of content. It's crazy.
That's
But
cool, that makes it a lot easier to watch too.
Well, I'm 10 episodes into finishing up our original episodes we played, so I've got 10 more to go, but I only get so many credits a month with it. So I could only get 10 done. So next month I'll get the other 10 done, and then we'll just be 2 or 3 episodes, 4 episodes behind. And I'm getting summaries. I'm getting everything so we can kind of put a whole landscape of where we've been, what we're doing, what's gone on. except for the lost episode. Lost episode 8 is gone. It's just gone.
Lost to the ether.
He's lost to the mythic worlds of Pathfinder. Yeah, I'm not sure where it went. What's up, Christopher? Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll get Megan back in here. The cameras will adjust. The sound hopefully is better. Hopefully there's no echo for you over there, Mr. Hazard. I don't know. I mean, rebooting your internet takes easily 5 minutes. Especially if she does
she just wants to show us.
Oh, what'd she say?
Said that Steven unplugged the router and nothing will turn back on.
Oh, God.
That's a problem.
Yeah, I guess that's a thing. That's all right. We'll just chill. I mean, we're chilling. You know, we're just on the stream, and people come in. We're like, "What up, people?" They can't see me now, but if I lean my head to the very far left, maybe they can get a snippet of my face. You see, there's your hand, Eldrick. Your hand was showing up in. Yeah, it shows up as Selwyn's face and as your top right corner. I need to do some research, honestly. Like I've been doing a lot of research and I've been working on a lot of stuff, but like I put it into play and I do everything, all the steps. Like with this, I got this voice meter banana thing hooked up, and it's pretty cool. It seems like it's a great fit, but we saw your message, Megan. But it still has I'm still having a bunch of issues, so I've still got to figure some other stuff out and see what we can figure out. But I'll just keep talking so Megan can let me know if I'm really echoey or not. You guys should talk some too. Let's sing a song together.
Yeah, let's. Kumbaya, my lord.
Kumbaya.
Nope, I'm done with that now.
Echo. I'm not hearing any echo.
Is there echo on the stream, Mrs. Frank?
I don't hear any.
It's cool, Megan. I just said it's chill. We're just chilling. It's not like it's that deep. We're just hanging out regardless. Buddy's playing a game, and if people can join us and hang, that's cool. And and if not, it's still Buddy's playing a game, chilling. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Little burpy burp for you guys. Yeah, man, the other night was crazy. I had 560 people come in the stream. I had 17 new follows, 20 gifters. My cup was completely full. I had 238,000 likes on TikTok.
That good?
I mean, it's almost 500,000, or it's almost 250,000 likes in just a few hours of streaming. So yeah, it's pretty good.
That's pretty awesome.
It's more than many. I don't get it all the time, but I mean, I don't know. It's kind of cool.
Still, that's something though.
Yeah, I got quite the community starting to grow there, and they're great kids and adults, man. I tell you, like, just some of the nicest folks. Hey, there's Megalon, the Destroyer.
Hey.
What happening, Meg? Oh, you didn't say anything, or you can't?
I'm muted, sorry.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Are you guys? You need another minute, Megan? Or are we good?
I'm just getting logged in.
Okay, I'll just wait. I'll just wait a second.
I don't know why it's acquiring a file list that's taking forever like it did already. I mean, nothing new has been
Like it's your first time.
Yeah.
It seems like it was being weird earlier anyway. Like Fantasy Grounds was kind of busting down earlier, not letting us do whatever. So maybe it's just a thing. Mine's acting kind of slow. Regardless, if you guys can hear me, we are in the Lost Sands. You guys are all separate in your parties of 2. The sand is swimming and swirling around you. Let's see, Wisp's knowledge nature is 23. He says he's pretty sure that if we go that way, it's north, but I don't know if that's the way to go. I'm not really from this plane per se anymore. It's been, quite a while since my people were on the prime material plane. And then the rest of you, did you guys roll yours? Did you roll yours, Solon and Elman?
What was I supposed to roll?
Survivals?
Oh, survival.
Why am I rolling survival? I wasn't looking for anybody. I was gonna take a break.
Oh, yeah. You don't have to.
Thanks.
Did you heal yourself?
Survival of the fittest.
No, I didn't. I'm working on. Thank you.
That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. Pow. Some buying this stuff.
That's pretty good. And then everybody can also give me a will save as well.
Jeez, man, what's up with all the saves today?
You're in the desert. It's awful. You're wandering in the desert for no amount of time.
My willpower is strong. Well, 18. I got a plus 13.
18's pretty good. Not enough, but
Come on.
actually it's perfect. 18.
You can miss a hole.
For your
With your
rest,
perception.
Megan, did you like set up a small camp or anything, or like to get that hour in?
Yeah, hold on.
Hey, Deshaun, how's it going, buddy? How's the sound over there for you?
Probably gonna spend up my mythic power to cast my campfire or my campsite spell.
So it's a campsite spell, so you're spending another mythic for that too?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. That's more. I think that's more mythic that you've spent in one game than I think ever.
I know.
You're usually pretty frugal with them.
Yeah, and you know what it got me? Killed.
It's for you to die. You're taken out. That was as close as we've come to having somebody actually be Merkensteined.
I mean, we had to do some serious math.
Okay, so you made a campfire. That's fine. You got your long rest in. You guys did your survivals. I had Sowen with an 18. With your 18, you managed to see smoke in the distance, and after traveling for a while, thinking you're going the right direction. Oh no, I'm sorry. What did you do when you came upon the ears and the tail of your fox? You never told me what you did.
Came across the eyes. What?
You came across Vale, but he was buried up to his ears and just his tail poking out of the sand.
Oh, I assumed that I was gonna dig him out.
Oh, you know what they say about assuming.
Fuck.
It was cutting out. I couldn't hear but every other word.
I know. So okay, so you dig him out. Seems to be unconscious, laying there in front of you, breathing. Yeah.
I don't have a bag or anything to put him in, so can I just like carry him, or is he too big to? He's pretty big to carry it.
Nah, it's a fox. Foxes aren't that big. They're the size of like a mid-sized dog or less.
They're a large cat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Well,
a
yeah.
15 or 20 pound dog.
If I can carry him, I guess I will somehow. Well, I have a cape
Are you still talking?
basket for him, and then I carry him in this thing, wrap it the top of my right shoulder and underneath armpit, like across the front of me, and then
Okay.
carry him on my back.
So you make like a sash, like baby bag for him and put him in it.
Yes, yep. I'm gonna carry him in that since I'm gonna use the cape that I have with me.
Cool. All right. So then, yeah, you've stashed him and you walk for a while and you see and hear on the wind drum beats and chanting. What did you get for yours, Eldrick? Will was 9. But what about for your survival? Did I not read it off? Yeah, you did 10. So yeah, you wander in circles with Wisp. He did worse than you. Elwyn's not even moving. She's taking a little break. So we'll give each of you guys another survival check to see how that's going for you guys. And as far as for you, Selwyn, you can do a perception check instead of survival.
Not 20. Yeah.
You get a pretty good feeling that the direction that you guys were already going is the good direction to be going, based on just the way the wind is going, where the sun is in the sky as time goes on. You're pretty sure.
We were going in circles.
Huh?
I thought we were going in circles.
Yeah, but like you didn't realize it, and now you're pretty sure you can straighten out. You guys travel for a while, all of you, except for Aelwyn, who rests. After your rest is up, Aelwyn, you go ahead with your survival check. Selwyn, if you did your perception check already, no? Go ahead. That's you, Shane.
What was I supposed to be doing? What?
Perception.
Sorry.
Am I breaking out? Breaking up?
Yeah, I couldn't hear. I can't hear you.
Perception check.
Maybe it's. I think it's my. Actually, I think it's
Perception check. Maybe it's too close to my mouth and I'm yelling too loud and it's cutting it free for being too loud. Is that maybe that's better?
That might be what it is, because it doesn't do it very often. Only when you like get loud. So
Yeah, that might be it. Let me move this a little farther away. Try it now. Perception check, Shane.
I got you.
Hey, that's pretty good. You come to the top of one of the sand dunes. It's blowing and everything, but it's past midday now, and you're looking down about a mile away. You're at a pretty high point overall on these mostly flat but somewhat duny sand plains. And you look and you see what appears to be a walled-in village of some sort. You see what appears to be lizard people with spears and shields. There are chanting and dancing, and there's banging of drums. A lot happening. You hear on the wind a couple of times. You hear something about an egg. Let's see, Eldrick, I'll give you a perception check as well, and you as well, Elwin. Let's go ahead and both of you guys can have one as well, because we're just being friendly here.
18, that's not bad.
18 is pretty good.
That's a record perception check for me, I think.
What is it?
Finally. What number was yours, Megan?
What did you want me to roll?
Perception.
My camera's not working either now, so I'm trying to. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You can just
24.
roll it. I mean, you're not going to cheat. You're not a cheater.
No, 24. Thank you
Okay,
for
so
acknowledging
you both come from opposite sides, and as you're wandering, you look up, and kind of the highest sandy's dune in the area, you see Selwyn with veil strapped across his chest in like a Mother May I bag or whatever, and he's standing with the wind blowing his like white hair behind him, and his druid look just kind of permeates off him, and you see him standing at the top of this hill looking a direction ahead of him, and you're both coming from like behind him on either side, so like you're if my head is him, you're both coming up behind him like this.
Yeah, I'm a herd. I'm a changeling. I am technically a herd.
Well, you've been playing a he this whole time, and I know you're technically a lady, but we don't judge here. You do whatever you do best.
Exactly. Use my pronouns correctly.
I did. You're a changeling. You're pretty much nothing. You're not. You don't have any kind of thing. You're whoever you choose to be. Be whoever you're supposed to be. All right. That being said, you guys see him on the horizon there, and it's not on the horizon, but on the top of this dune kind of thing up here. He's standing there, just holding veil in his chest. You don't see from your lower point, you guys don't see what's going on as far as what he sees, but you do see that he's up on that dune there looking out. He does not see you. He's looking away from you guys. When Shane gets back from his phone call, we'll have him roll perception again, though.
I'm here. I can roll. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, roll perception, brother.
What roll of perception?
No, that was just for Shane. So am I breaking up it still?
No, I just asked if we saw.
You guys see, you see Selwyn. Selwyn coming towards you guys, maybe 90 feet from you guys, are two giant-ass lizards with two lizard men with spears on each, coming at a rapid speed towards where you are. To make my map easier, I'm going to switch the sides just because it's going to make more sense. Got to do the old flipperoo.
Does Aelin see the lizard? Do I?
No, Selwyn sees this giant, this pretty good sized lizard with a couple guys mounted on him.
If I see Selwyn, I'm gonna let Wisp know. It's like, hey, I see Selwyn, let's go join them.
Yeah. Do we not see each other? We see Selwyn, but we can't see each other.
You're on the opposite sides of this dune. Like he's at the top of the dune.
Okay.
If these guys noticed us and or me?
Do you think so? They're beelining straight towards you.
Oh. Shit. I wonder if I can.
As you're like looking there, like about to pull your hair out, Eldrick comes up behind you and good games you. Hey, buddy. I'm not sure if that's what he does. You can tell how it plays, Tim, but essentially that's what I see.
No, I was like, I come tropping up with like absolutely no, like attempt at stealth. Like he could definitely hear me coming the whole way. Like, hey, it's going, buddy.
Right here's the sand grinding in your armor.
I look over at him and I point at the guys that are in front of us that are coming towards us, and I do the shush bumping up my lips to no avail because he does not notice me.
Oh, you didn't tell me it was a party.
So does he notice them running towards us now?
He can have once he crests the top of the dune, he can do a perception check as well. Once he gets to the top too, Vale will wake up and go, "Oh my, Eldrick, you look so dusty."
It's a dusty place, my friend.
Fair
As soon
enough.
as I see him, Vale, I was getting ready to shove Vale into his little backpack right before he said those words. So he's lucky he said something.
I could go for a proper nap out of the sun.
Yeah, we can store Vale into the backpack because I'm tired of carrying him.
There's always room in my crate.
All right, he'll pop into the crate, and then you will see the monitor lizards and the lizards folks coming beelining towards the dune that you guys are on. It is truly apparent that they have seen you. What about you, Megan? What's Aelwyn up to? You now see all of them up there.
That's great. I'm changing my camera. This is stupid. It's not working for some reason tonight, and I have.
That's okay. We trust you. Just roll and tell us what it is, and it'll be fine.
Okay. So, yeah, I'll go up there if they're all. I mean, I don't have any reason to not approach them, so I will also approach.
Oh, now your camera is nothing.
Yep, I know. Everything's terrible tonight.
Yep, I know.
Okay, as long as you're aware, it's fine. I'm sorry. You said you're approaching them in what?
I have no reason not to approach them, so I'm just gonna also crest the dune.
Lay dune. Okay. And then it was a party, you guys. The whole party's back together. Hooray!
Does you see these guys? I'm gonna point to the lizard men or whatever, and be like, "They're coming towards us." I don't want to fight anymore right now.
I don't necessarily want to fight
Especially in this
either,
desert.
I'm gonna fling frostbane over my shoulder, like just try to be intimidating, and like start waving with my other hand to them, like, "Hey guys."
Yes. I'm waving both my hands in the air as they.
I've never experienced lizardfolk before, so I don't know what kind of disposition they'll have towards us, but clearly they're eager to meet us.
Yeah, they're very eager to meet us. We were not going to attack first, though. We're going to wait this out and let Aelwyn talk for a little bit, because she seems to have that silver tongue to get us through some predicaments.
I was about to just light him up, but.
She said, "Yeah, right. You never just light them up."
You are right, but I just almost died.
He's teetering right on that edge right now. That's what makes her snap. She starts slinging arrows.
Oh, yeah, all of a sudden,
Hey,
everyone's changed.
Actually, do they have bows on them?
Roll a perception check.
It's a 7 plus 15 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, plus quite a bit.
15, yeah, 22.
No, they appear to be carrying spears.
None of them are carrying bows.
Nope. They're doubled up on these big lizards with shields and spears.
You can do what you want. I mean, if because I'm leaving it in Aowen's hands. Screw this, and she just pops
How about
off.
are they carrying spears or are they like wielding spears?
Like think like a Native American on the
Like,
back of a bareback
I
on a
guess what
horse
I'm
with a
asking-
spear. Like they're
So they're holding them, or they're on their back.
no, they got a spear in one
Okay,
hand,
What I'm asking.
the shield on their
they're
forearm, and they're
covered, like
holding
they're getting
reins on
ready to
these
attack.
monitor lizards with their offhand of the shield. The front one is, and the one in the back has a shield, and then the spear out. But they're not raised; they're just out as to their side, like they've got to carry them out. They each have 3 spears each, 2 on their back as well.
So what I'm
Oh,
asking.
yeah, they're
is
gonna
for
throw those
sense motive.
bitches. We better. Ooh. Can you sense motive? Yeah, can we sense motive?
Of course. I'd also allow for a history check.
My sense motive was a 28.
It's pretty good. I'll wait for all the numbers to roll
I can
in.
history. I'm proficient in history. I can roll that.
Okay.
It's 24. I rolled a 19 and I add 5.
I got a 17. Eldrick got a 6. He's just like, no.
I don't know. Well, so can I roll the watch? Because I should have a general idea of if they're hostile or not through the city watch
They're
knowledge.
not
right?
human though.
Yeah, that's true.
You would assume anything not human is hostile,
Yeah,
right?
I guess. Well, I don't know
Anything
how ingrained
magical.
is.
Yeah.
What was the other one you could ask for? Was knowledge nature, or what was the other one?
History.
Yeah,
I
history.
rolled a 24 on history.
24 in history,
I
and
did not
your
have-
other one was pretty good too, right? Your sense motive was really high too.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, I
28.
got a 17 on my sense motive, so I'm good.
Okay, between your guys' roles, you guys got a pretty good, fair understanding of what these guys' part in the tribe is, at least. They do appear to be some sort of hunter band. Whether or not they're hunting you, you're not sure. Lizard folk in general aren't really spoken of in the city where you guys are from. As far as most of you thought they were myth or legend or creatures of the far past, because they're not something Sumner talks of much besides in like children's stories and things, and even those aren't that big because they weren't a giant population before the world ended the first time. That being said, with a 28, you remember hearing some of those children's stories saying that lizard folk have been known to eat human children. It was like a scary bedtime story.
Are they far enough away that if I cast a spell, it's not going to be a problem? I'm not casting anything at them.
They are about 300 feet away.
Okay, I would like to, however subtly I need to cast it. I don't want them to like see me casting spells, but I'd like to cast a couple spells on my bow, and then I'm thinking about like kind of putting my hands up and letting them like see us unarmed, but I want my bow to be prepared just in case.
Yeah, tell me more about that.
Yeah, so I'd like to cast abundant ammunition and gravity bow on my bow, and then kind of take like a step forward and set my bow at my feet in kind of a goodwill gesture.
Does your bow, do
and
those spells
present
last
with the-
long?
Yeah, I think so. Abundant ammunition is
Hi, Lori.
at least 8 minutes, and gravity bow is also 8 minutes.
Nice. That's a decent amount of time. Great spells.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be the spokesperson. So you cast these spells on your bow. Slide forward with Osmir.
Mm-hmm.
Does Osmir get the full healing from the rest as well?
I mean, technically, no.
But he gets something back.
Technically, no.
You think anything? Oh, because he didn't do a real
Grab back
rest.
whatever you want to give him.
He's fine.
But I did heal him a little bit while we were out there.
Yeah. Okay. So you step forward. They continue coming forward. They don't really slow down. They get up close. They see you. Do you say anything as they get to 150 feet? Do you yell across the dunes or the winds or anything?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can try Sylvan.
Okay. What would you say in Sylvan?
What do I say? Probably something to the effect of, we're looking for directions. We're not from here. Could you guide us back?
Right, we're low key
towards,
lost.
Yeah. I don't know where are we headed? We're back on the right plane, aren't we?
I mean, as far as you know, there are deserts that are somewhere in the world, but you're not sure if you've never been there.
All right. Well, I'll just tell them that we're wanderers and we are searching for the forest.
Okay. They continue to come without stopping their speed at all. As they get closer, they raise their spears, and the ones in the front yell something guttural in another language that you may or may not understand. What languages do you guys speak?
Sylvan, Elven, and Dwarf. Common.
Okay.
Yeah, the same.
Goblin.
Yeah, they go, and you're like, I don't know what you're saying, buddy. But they yell it out at you and kind of they slow down a bit and kind of spread out around each side of you a little bit and raise their spears, and they yell out this guttural language saying something that you don't recognize the words of.
Drop your weapons, but don't drop your guard, is what I tell the guys. I kind of look over my shoulder and say, drop your weapons, don't drop your guard.
They're about 75 feet away at this point, down the dune.
Can, does
I'm
Wisp
not
have
I'm not
any-
actually holding any weapons with me because I have my weapons put away because I had to carry Wisp, or not Wisp, but I had to carry Veils. My weapons are already put away. I was unarmed.
I'll stick Frostbrand in the thing in front of me, and I'll fire him.
He's like, I put my weapon down, but looked intimidating, is what I heard.
Yeah.
He plunges it into the ground. Not gonna be able to pull it back. Frozen.
Shoves it into the ground, and the ground like turns to ice and holds it in place. He starts swinging around, hitting him with an ice cube.
Crystal club.
Yeah.
Wisp doesn't speak their language, does he?
No, he does not.
It's Veil.
I mean, I think you guys have choices here, though.
Veil is fate touched.
I know for a fact that you guys have choices. It's just a matter of what spells you have open for those choices, really. I think actually
Can I
Shane.
roll a diplomacy check?
Can I? I have. Can I talk to animals or whatever? Don't I have
They
that?
aren't animals, they're humanoids.
Yeah, they're lizard men. They're not lizards.
They're lizard men. They're not lizards, but can I talk to the thing they're riding?
Their mounts, maybe. I mean, is that the only thing you could actually talk to?
I'm just looking. I'm just trying to think of.
Can I roll diplomacy anyway?
You can roll it, but it's going to be a high score because you're not speaking any language they recognize. At least not in Sylvan.
There are weapons on the ground.
Yeah, they saw that. I guess they recognize that. That's a good point. But they don't. Doesn't appear like they recognize Sylvan.
Perhaps Wisp could play a song and diplomatize.
Yeah, he'll play a song if you'd like. And you have any specific requests for me? I mean,
I mean, are we? I got just one quick question because I just noticed something that I forgot. Are we still taking damage, or is it we still like? Is it still super hot? And...
Yeah, you're not taking damage from it currently because it was initially there was a sandstorm that has passed, and then there was a sinkhole that some of you managed to sink into.
Well, if we're gonna stand here on top of the dune, can I create a structure like a tree to create shade for us? Once per day, I can use that.
I mean, you could.
Once
This is
per day,
it's
create plant
D&D. Like you can pretty much do whatever you want. I mean, is now the time to make a tree? If that's what it is, then absolutely.
If we're gonna be standing here, I mean, I don't know if we're gonna be standing here in this direct sunlight for this long. I'm a changeling. I'm
Maybe
pale.
see that as hostile. I don't know.
I'm
not
fair
gonna stop
skinned.
you.
I was
No.
just making sure that I'm not taking any kind of.
Currently, you're not. I mean, if you stay out of the elements too long, you'll have some more saves later. But
Okay. All right. Cool. I'm good for right now then.
okay. So, what was your diplomacy, Megan? I didn't hear it. If you said it.
I didn't roll it yet.
Okay.
No. Come on, kid. That's a 17 on the die. Good job, Roman. Oh, a +7. So it's 24.
All right, so they slow down at about 50 feet from you guys. One of them hops off from each of the lizards here, and the other ones continue around. But they haven't approached completely. They look like they're unsure. They haven't attacked. They do appear to be surrounding you, though.
Start lobbing arrows. Lightning.
Yeah, roll
When it's super
diplomacy
dry
too.
out here, lightning would really hurt them.
Yeah, you can roll diplomacy.
Oh, nice. 25.
25, that's pretty good. What's that look like?
I'll just, mostly using body language more than my voice, but I'll just tell them, like, look, we don't want to fight, but we will. It looks like they're squaring up on us, like they're about to, they're trying to surround us to attack.
They are fully surrounding us. That's rude.
Yeah. But maybe they're just wary of us, it's hard for us to communicate, but I'll try as, diplomatically as possible, being like, look, we're not going to attack you, but if you start the fight, we'll finish it.
Can you tell me that in American Sign Language? Because that's basically what you're having to do. Like, are you saying actual words in common, or are you just like motioning?
Yeah, I'll say them in common, if it helps for them to understand. But mostly, it's my posture. Like, I'm completely unconcerned with them surrounding us, and like my weapon is very close to me, so I can easily grab it.
Okay.
It would take less time for me to draw my weapon in front of me, dive into the sand, than it would for me to draw it normally from like a sheath.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's easy enough to pick up and start swinging. This lizard folk right here kind of approaches from his angle, and he's got his spear ready. He doesn't throw it at you, Ellen, or anything like that, but he points it at you and circles it a motion around all of you, and then points back towards his village with him, with his spear pointed at you, like. And he says something in that guttural language again.
Okay, I nod.
Huh?
I'll nod and then keep one hand up while I reach for my bow to put it on my back.
And I'll grab my sword and sheath it.
Okay. And then, if you want to sense motive, you can, but I think you guys get the point.
Yeah.
I'll try sense both.
Sense motive as well.
11. Not great.
It's a nat 1, but it's still a 16.
They look dangerous. I mean, a bit. These big lizard men types.
I did worse than he did.
Seems safe, though. I mean, it seems safe enough. Maybe.
I'll say we're good right now. Yeah, I think we just follow them. And we.
No. I can cast my spells again later. I'm not worried about it, like, wearing off.
If we need to get away or something,
I agree.
Okay. Cool.
and I'm just really not up for a fight right now because we're all pretty wounded. We haven't had a chance to,
Sorry. I'm not wounded at all.
No, you took the.
I
Yeah.
have all my spells back.
You actually should be kind of wounded because the recovery feat, using a mythic point, you can rest for an hour, but you only get half of your HP back.
Oh, is that what it was?
Oh wow,
all my
Megan!
spells back.
I just got done
Half
praising
of
you
your,
for.
half of your max. So like whatever you were at, you add half of them. To it. Obviously, without going over.
Oh, he has a whole new map prepped for us. So it's a good thing we're following these guys instead of shooting them.
Yeah. Diplomacy
Shoot
first.
ask questions later.
So the lizard dudes lead y'all to their camp. There's about 50 of them now. This is where the drums were. This is where the guttural chanting was coming from. You guys, are led there. They keep their distance, their spears ready, and they lead you in to the camp here. And let me get at least something else here. Where'd it go?
Are we sacrifices?
Well, so in Aldrich's book, them not trying to disarm us before bringing us into their village. is
They sure didn't.
Bonus points.
They didn't. You put your weapons away. They led you here.
Well,
They would've
that's,
tried
yeah,
to
that
disarm
seems
us.
to me like that's
Yeah,
pretty good.
that's cool.
They would have tried to disarm us. That would have gone poorly. But
That would have gone poorly.
But I mean, they either don't consider us a threat or don't intend to harm us.
Yeah. More guards, Jesus.
And put this guy here. It's enough for now. There's way more than that, but let's just say that's enough for now. Excuse me. All right, so you guys make it into the lizardfolk camp. They are dancing around a raised platform where there appears a good size, let's call it like one of those jumbo beach ball sized eggs on this raised platform on what appears to be a pillar altar of some type. It is a kind of pinkish tan color, kind of dusty looking. It looks to be in good repair. The whole dance and everything does appear to be happening around that. But once you guys do come into town, they bring you, basically they kind of escort you with their spear points to the main thing, and the chanting sort of stops, and it has to be the oldest looking lizard guy you can imagine steps forward. I don't know if that helps. Can you see that?
Or you just sent us the whole thing.
But he looks a little bit different than, you can scroll in. He looks a little bit different than the other ones. He's got a staff with a blue crystal in it, some bones on it. He's wearing some more clothing than those guys. They just have like loincloths. He's got more of a robe, of a kind of tattered robe, and a jeweled bone necklace and things that he's wearing. And he's steps off the edge of the altar area there with the shirtless, basically double the other lizard folk sized dude. Right next to him. Not quite double, but it might as well be. And he says, in common, he says, "Humans. Why are humans in my desert swamp?"
Sorry, those two things don't jive.
This is the.
That was
Guy-
negative. Not Bjorn.
guy-
Bjorn
yeah,
said
guy-
that's stupid.
Can I roll diplomacy?
Yeah, you can't. I don't know what you said though. Besides, they don't jive. I don't know if that's what you actually said.
No, I was like, I'd like to know that too. I don't know why I'm here.
Oh.
I don't know why we're here, but here we are. We showed
Before
up.
Eldrick really starts talking too much, I kind of just put my hand on hand on his shoulder and take a step forward.
Wisp, Wisp blows. Wisp blows into his pan flute, and you guys all get +4 to any charisma-based anything for as long as he's playing.
Perfect. Let's say, actually, your diplomacy is not that bad. I was thinking that your diplomacy was garbage, but it's really not that bad.
Did I roll it? Or?
It's actually, I think better. It is better than mine.
I'll give you can aid him.
Like,
You can aid him. Gives him +2.
My diplomacy gets +6. Because it's +9, damn.
I'm gonna let you talk.
I don't know why we're here, but we do no harm. We're trying to protect people, and you guys are people to us.
It is rare that humans come to the swamplands of yon years and bless the desert with their stench. You kind of get the sense that he doesn't speak common very much, and like the way he says things comes off kind of like maybe he meant like your smell's not here a lot, but he said stench, or like your type doesn't come here and he said humans, or pale skins, or he says the way he kind of mannerizes and says things is a little off, and the vocabulary is a little off, and it's not his first language for sure. It's like me trying to speak Spanish fast.
So
But-
I'll like look down, like smell my armpit a little bit. Yeah, that's fair.
As long as you're in the village, no harm will come to you as long as you cause no harm. You're not welcome to stay more than a night to recoup, and we'll point you on your way.
We are actually, can we ask him, like, super weird question to ask, but can we ask him if we're on the material plane?
He kind of cocks
Where
his
are we?
head. Is Tim doing the speaking, or you are?
Oh, she can too. I mean, like,
I can
I'm
talk.
just like,
Yeah, we can share.
Okay.
It sounds like we're all fairly close in skill, so I'm not, like, worried about any of us stepping on toes too poorly.
Yeah, he says, you are in the deserts that were once swamps. This is the only plane that I have ever been to, though I've heard of others. The old elven fake friend plane I've heard of, and I've heard the dwarves were on some plane else, as I've seen none of them. You are the first humans to come here in many moons.
I wonder if you have a map of your, I don't know, world?
Our people have traveled much of the world and have been persecuted by humans and have been chased from forests and healthy swamps, which are much more comfortable than these hot sands. However, in our travels, we have learned much, and I do in fact have a parchment with an unnamed but well-drawn map of this land. I could share it with you, and you could copy it if you'd like, on your one day of reprieve here.
That would be wonderful. We would appreciate that greatly. Is there anything that we can share with you?
Perhaps a story of how you came to be here when so many just stay in the cities. We are a
not
people
sure
of
you'd believe
verbal.
our story if we told you.
So he does actually have this on a piece of parchment. It's not quite as crispy as this picture is, but
Right.
essentially, you can get the understanding of the land itself. There are some markings of where some different things are on it, like the city and things. It looks like he's marked Summerside on the far northeastern little continent there, in that where that gap, that gulf is there. Here, I can ping it. It's marked, and it's kind of like a danger mark, almost like a skull and crossbones. It's like right in this, right there.
Southeast, not northeast.
Yeah, south. Sorry, yeah, southeast. And then he says you're currently closer to like right here.
Oh. Interesting. Also, a weird ask. But do they keep track of time the same way as the humans do?
Since the Sundering, things have been different. What once was swamp is now this desert. What once was one long range of mountains is now 4. What were once civilizations are now but villages or nothing. Many things have changed through time, and time flows freely. I am the oldest in the village. I am many, many full circles old. Close to 100. Huh?
So he remembers the time before the Sundering?
Things changed recently. Memories lost, resurfaced. I remember magic. I was able to conjure fire and cast a spell.
Wait, how long ago?
Within the week, the spell, which once was but a small flame, has turned into an inferno.
It sounds like I turn to Eldrick and go, it sounds like we haven't been gone very long. I think that we did that.
Seems likely.
It's an exciting but scary time for my people, as we don't know what to expect or why these changes are in play. Perhaps
All right.
if you share your story with us around the fire, we would deem something
Well,
worth
sure.
listening to.
We'll share a version of our story.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, say you guys can tell this. Picked up. So where are we gonna start telling the story? Like a version of the story, like before we had me.
Yeah.
I
Our story starts before you.
know. Like, are you gonna tell them all that?
I think that's
Well-
the important part of the story.
Okay, because I'm not. Then I don't need to fill them in and out.
No, I don't think
Or
they
should
care
I?
about your
Okay.
origins.
You guys are kind of discussing your
About
things,
me.
and obviously the shaman can understand some of what you're saying. The champion kind of saunters over carefully and stands next to Eldrick, Osmir, and Selwyn, and it kind of gives you like a meaningful, non-threatening look up and down. But he stops on you, Selwyn, and he like sniffs in your direction.
Yeah.
And says something in that guttural language and looks back at the shaman and says, stuck. And the shaman seems taken aback, and the champion steps back as well. But the shaman looks you up and down, Selwyn, and asks, "What are you? You are no human."
Yeah.
And he says a guttural name for the champion, like Urakak, is known for his sense of smell and his keen senses in general, and he says you don't smell like a human. You smell like a wet dog mixed with something elven.
That's kind of what I am.
Well, you did just carry like a fox, for like an hour or 5.
Can I ask them if they not heard of the race of changelings.
This is a new thing for us. We are not familiar with this changeling. Humans we spare. Elves we spare until they give us reason. Due to one of our chieftains long ago being saved by a pack of adventurers from the clutches of evil, dark, worshipping deities, we have promised to him on his deathbed that all tribes moving forward in history, the verbal passing down of our histories has taught us to at least give chance and thought to the other races where once we would have eaten you as food is scarce. Be thankful to your long lost history of brethrens, for otherwise you would make a morsel worth a king's ransom.
I think I can create some. I think I have a spell that like conjures a feast of some nature. I wonder how many people I can feed.
I think it's like 12. I think it is like 10 or 12 people if I remember correctly. It's a pretty cool spell. You should, yeah, that feast spell is pretty cool. You should totally do it. I think that would be great. Wisp will happily eat.
Getting ready to turn water into wine over here.
With this one fish, I shall feed you all.
Exactly.
There's a hero's feast that's a level 6 spell. And it's not mine. It would be Wisp, but I don't think he can cast level 6 spells.
Let me look. Highest he can go is. It doesn't show. Excuse me. Why doesn't it show his stuff very good? Yeah, it just shows level 1 for everything. That's mythic though. Level 1, all that stuff's level 1. Level 3, yeah, you can only go up to level 3 it looks like.
I think Dream Feast is what I was thinking of, and I think it's just one person.
Really? I thought you had something that we did before that we ate.
Druid Ranger spell level 1.
Well, I have a
Next
spell
time
that
the
can do
target sleeps within the next 8 hours, she dreams a rich feast with her favorite foods and drinks. When she awakens, she is sated as if she had eaten a nutritious meal, regardless of what she dreamed she ate.
Don't you have the ring of no appetite or whatever too? Like the sustenance one?
Yeah, I do. I do have that. I'm not necessarily excited to give that away.
I didn't tell you to give it away. I was just making sure that you remembered you had it.
Oh yeah, for sure remember. Would you say what level? Wait, Druid level 4. You can cast this,
Yeah,
but it's
I
probably
can.
not prepared.
That's fine. I mean, I would waive it for thematics.
Bountiful banquet. You conjure a beautiful and delicious feast with hors d'oeuvres, 4 courses worth of food, and plentiful drink. The food appears on ornate serving trays or in exquisite covered tureens as appropriate for each type of dish. Place settings and serving utensils also appear, enough for each creature that will participate in the feast, along with elegant tablecloths and table linens. The spell doesn't create furniture, but the feast does adapt to appear on top of existing tables. The feast affects 2 creatures per level, so that's 16 people.
Yeah.
How many times can you cast that spell?
I don't need to partake, so that's an additional, like, I'm good not being part of it. I'll just, like, I can be...
And it would be nice if I did it, since they were kind of questioning me in my smell. You know, it would be a nice offering for me to be able to do that.
How many times can you cast that level spell?
A level 4?
Yeah.
I think it's twice a day.
So essentially you could feed 32 people. 64 if they eat half portions.
Yeah. Like, how many people are in the village?
When you guys came in, there was about 50 apparent. But there's probably some more in tents and things. call.
So yeah, we could.
Oh, we don't have a cleric.
So I could feed 32 people full meals, or 64. I could feed everybody. I think they'd be happy with that.
The way the spell works, however you want to call it, Dane, it's a feast for 2 creatures per level. It lasts an hour, and the creatures that partake remain nourished and sated for 24 hours.
Yeah, I mean, I would allow for 64 to be fed for. They would just get half the nourishment, so they would feel sated but not satisfied for 24. Last for 12 hours, so basically till like this time tomorrow.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good.
I think that's fine to cut it in half, and 64 will feed everybody you saw on entry, and then your party as well if they want to eat. Food still tastes good, and so does water, Megan.
Yeah, I get it, but that's not what's necessary right now.
Yeah.
The water might be, as you are parched, even though you don't need it to survive. The fact that your lips are crispy might change your mind on the water.
I can create water.
Okay, cool. Yeah, is that what you do then? Are you gonna like cast a thing and have a bunch of platters show up all over the place?
Yeah, I'm gonna like see wherever there's benches, and I'm like, basically gonna snap my fingers, and there's gonna be food that appears, on all these tables that they have or benches.
Well, they don't have benches or tables, but they do have a giant stone thing with an egg on it, which is essentially just a large protein shake anyway, right? So,
a feast, a giant feast appears.
I'm gonna ask before you conjure something on top of what appears to be an altar. And though you may not know
maybe
to
they'll
do
think
that,
it's an offering. If they don't eat it, they'll just think it's an offering.
I'm gonna stop you. Before you just do it, I'm going to stop you and prompt you to double check.
Shane likes to just
Because
run.
I know that you don't realize what you're doing.
He's not much of a walker. He's much more of a runner.
I have no etiquette. I have no etiquette.
No.
I'm just like, I know nothing of etiquette.
I think that's actually the
I
story.
stop myself, and I say, is it okay if I feed you and I use this altar? Or I use if that's the only surface that's available, I'm gonna have.
If you have spare food that you wish to share with the people, if you would, of course, eat first, we would, at that point, share in some food
Yes.
as it's been a hard time. The beginning of the winter is just now here, and even though the desert that once was a swamp doesn't feel the cold as much, it still suffers from the lack of provisions.
I'd like to thank you all for your hospitality, and then I am magically appearing a banquet.
It's a full-on
And
now
I
you see me,
nudge
now
her.
you don't moment. Like you just bust out like one fish and shake it, and then there's 6. And you shake it again, and there's 12. And you put it in both hands, and there's 24 and 36. And then you just throw it, and they land on platters, and bread pops up out of nowhere, and corn stalks and rice patties and shit. I love it. So the whole area basically is littered with there's like 36 platters of food just pop up all around the egg, and the lizard folk are taken aback. They're like aghast with surprise, but not disappointed. And once they realize the food is not tainted by evil or poisoned, they mow down. Some of the worst looking ones enjoy the food as well. And you could tell that the camp full of lizard folk, which once could have been a very deadly threat to you, are now in merry spirits as they're partaking on the 6 kegs of ale that appeared as well. And you're getting the lizard folk village hammered and fully sated, full of delicious turkey meals and fish sandwiches and things. Pretty good time. The revelry goes into darkness coming. The evening sets in. The temperatures cool off. They offer you guys what would probably be equivalent to like a 10-man tent. It appears empty, but there are a few mats. There's like 8 mats in there. There's some bedrolls. There's some pots, like empty, like spittoons or maybe crap pots. Hard to say. You're not sure, but there's plenty of stuff in there that's pretty low level. It's not ornate, but it's functioning. It keeps the wind and the sand off of you for the most part, and the cooler air of the evening off of you as well. And you guys can go about your evening if you want to dance like Wisp has started to do. As soon as he realized it was a party, Wisp started blowing and tooting on his pipes. He's dancing. He's doing flips. He shoots fire into the air and does like spits oil on the fire and spits that up. He's like just doing full on showmanship stuff. Like no big deal. Everybody there just feels fantastic. He has used a couple spells as well to make his performance even better, like extra images and images. He basically mirages himself, so he'll be like 4 of them will be up there doing the tunes and dancing with himself, and then he'll pop off and come back into one and do a quick break dance, like he knows of a certain legendary halfling break dancer that once strode the universe upon time, Bonnie. But yes, I mean the night goes pretty good. I mean, this is like the most reprieve you guys have had since the Prince of the Forest, or maybe the Queen of the Fae. They both kind of give you their last reprieves. Even the King Thrain really wasn't much of a reprieve because he was a trapped stone dude like in the middle of the Fae, and there's a lot going on. So this is truly the most comfortable and safe you've felt from the pressure of the Mythic quest you guys have been on, in what feels to you, I mean, easily 6 weeks, right?
I mean, yeah, probably.
Yeah. So.
But it sounds like it hasn't actually been that long.
No, it's according to these guys, it's been about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, if you think about the numbers right.
What I would like to do is, while everyone does their revelry and all that, I would like to spend some time with the shaman and kind of like dig into a timeline, kind of try to gauge whether it seems like when we got to the tower is when they started feeling magic, or when, like, if they've got dates, like they know what today's date is and it matches with our dates, if it's just the day that we hit that first stone.
Your guys' dates and his dates won't line up because there's time dilution in the Feywild. But
Well, what I mean is, like, we know what day it was when we hit that stone in the sewers.
Oh yeah, that was about 2 weeks ago, and it's been about 6 weeks for you guys.
So when he said he started feeling magic come back, was it 2 weeks ago or was it 1 week ago?
It was days, like 2-3 days.
Okay,
like,
so it doesn't match up with the first stone.
It matches up more closely with when you guys conquered the Arcane Tower and chose your wizard schools.
Sure, that makes sense.
As best as you could tell. It's hard because the time dilution and the time and the distance and the way they talk about time and moons and suns and spins of the sand. But after 2 hours of fiddling with it, you're pretty sure you know.
Yeah, I just was trying to figure out if it had to do with the stones or if it had to do with actually, because it does seem like it would make more sense that it had to do with the tower, but I wanted to make sure that I wasn't just like over complicating it.
Do you tell him much about the stones or the tower or any of that yet? I know you haven't yet, but
I am going to ask him about stones, and I want to tell him about the stones because there's a probability that he may have seen one of them. Like, we've got to find them, so I think it makes sense to, tell him about these stones and about how, and kind of like what happened to magic. I don't think I need to give him a bunch of the details and everything, but like to give him enough details that it's like, these stones are corrupted, what happened during the Sundering and why magic has returned a little bit, and what we have to do to kind of restore that, and what a very like brief overview of that, because it is a real long story. Sure.
He listens intently to what you do tell him. Go ahead with, if you're not trying to tell him everything, I'm almost going to say bluff. But if you're telling them everything, I would just say
Okay.
diplomacy.
Nope. Okay. Nope. I'll do bluff.
Okay, that's a good one for you.
Yeah, let's do that.
And you do get plus
so it's
4.
a good thing. I get a plus 4.
Yeah, because of Wisp.
Okay, cool. So I rolled a 4. Plus 18 is 22. Plus 4 is 26.
Okay, so you tell him this story, and he seems just awestruck. He's like, you humans and dog elf are quite legendary indeed. The story you tell is like that of our tales of old that has been passed down. We are not a strong written tribe. Most of our histories have been passed via word of mouth and stories. We love stories. Please tell me all and as much of this as you can. It is fascinating and it does resound with a similar item here in the Lost Swamp, the sands of the desert. Not far from here, a stone swallows all in its path, and a vortex surrounds it and goes deep into the earth. The ground itself shakes. Those who get close seem to dematerialize and vanish for all time, never to be heard of again. I fear this stone is awakened, and more stories of it thrumming and even howling with power, and strange, dark-clad, armored magic users have appeared in the last day or two as well. As you're not darkly clad or obviously magic users, we knew you weren't them, so you weren't attacked on sight, as they've been known to kill our lizard folk. They appear to be of the Queen's regime, of her emissaries.
So as part of all of this, I would like to take some time to kind of, I do want to learn a little bit about their stuff and kind of take some of their history down in a book.
Okay.
To help kind of preserve it, as, you know, I guess a show of respect and diplomacy, just in addition to, I feel like we're building enough of a relationship, but I would like to show some sort of kindness in that, like, exchange of information that isn't just...
I love that.
Really cool.
Firstly, too, if you could do whatever skill check you think you deem worthy, I don't know, to get the map and copy it. Maybe sleight of
A
hand.
survival check?
Sleight of hand. Is drawing.
Okay. Okay. Jeez, a 15. I only rolled a 2.
I mean, it's not as pretty as this map, and this map's really not that pretty. It's definitely not as pretty as the image I shared with you guys, which is like a photorealistic world.
Yeah.
But you can get the coast and mark off a few of the different things. He's got all 4 fortified cities marked on it. He's got Summoner marked on it. He doesn't. The words are in their language though, so like you can't really transfer those.
I can ask him.
Yeah, I mean he can tell you what they are. He shows you on the map where the stone that he's talking about is. He's pretty sure it's the same kind of stone you guys have dealt with before. The biggest difference, he says, is this one floats above the sand, and there's basically a empty sandstorm beneath it. And he says this stone is, according to their legends, what drove the swamps away that used to moisten and relax their skin and provide supple game, and made this land once now barren, once plush with water and trees and plants and animals and fish and toads and birds and flying squirrels and who knows what else that they can no longer have, because now there's just like baby lizards and snakes and maybe some rabbits here and there and things like that, but nothing like there once was. And he does mention too.
Can I also study the map with my survival? Like, I know I kind of drew a shit map, but if I understand it, then it doesn't matter that it's a shitty map.
Yeah, that sounds
right?
good.
Like I could study the one well enough to like, as long as I can read my map.
Yep.
26.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
wild shape into an eagle and fly up into the sky. I'm good.
You do manage to
that
kind of
was
commit the locations and the map to memory from what you see on his to yours. Again, not perfect, but at least you kind of have a better understanding of what you meant by it.
Yeah. Cool.
So we're all sitting around the campfire, and I've got my battering ram out, stroking it, and
Don't stroke your
just kind of
baby
funny
ram in
like
public.
like,
Do that in
as
front of
I
people,
hear-
buddy.
As I hear the story of this stone that's causing the problems, like, well, that sounds like something we can take care of. Really more talking to my battering ram than my team, but also my team kind of.
What's your battering ram's
You should
name?
Do that in private.
Oh, I don't have a name for it yet, but I do adore it.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. It's got like three symbols that are basically emblazoned into it in glowing mythic energy. Or are we on 4? Summoner, Sand and Stone, Feywild, and the dwarf. Were there 4?
Well, we have 4 mythic levels, so
Yeah. So yeah. That's the 4. So you have four symbols blazoned on there. Yeah, because you had the one in Summoner when you first jumped to the Feywild. You had the Feywild. You had Thrain. And I think then you had the Magic Castle or whatever, the Arcane Tower.
yeah, the one that got us here.
Cool. So yeah, you're stroking your battering ram, speaking softly to it in the night.
I'm polishing it, you know.
Yeah, keep it clean. And you,
I will. Before we go to bed, one last like goodwill. I'm gonna create water. If there's got to be like a trough or something somewhere, right?
oh yeah,
Or a well that
A
once
barrel.
held water.
I was gonna suggest you do that. Yeah.
So I am going to create water, and I gotta look up how much water I actually create because it's gonna be significant. I don't know if it sticks around, but we're
yeah.
at
I
least
think
gonna
once you
fill
create it,
our
it's created.
last. Well, I don't know how it works with Pathfinder. Some things are like this Dream Feast only sticks around for an hour, so I was just making sure that if I create water in their dry well, that it's now a well full of water. It's up to 2 gallons of water per level, and I'm casting it with Mythic power, so it's actually 20 gallons.
Damn, it's a lot of water.
Yeah, I mean you're able to fill up a few of their barrels, and they're just as excited about that as they were about the feast. So you guys have officially befriended.
The water disappears after 1 day if not consumed, so I will tell them to
Consume it.
not save it, but to make sure that they're sated and well hydrated.
And
Oh,
just
they-
a quick question. You did say that the shaman said that.
The shaman said what?
Oh, you did say the shaman said he used magic, correct?
Yes, a little. He'd always been able to cast a little, but they tend to not practice it much. He's the only one in the village with any affinity for it, but his affinity just seemed to grow, and especially in fire magic, which he was already adept at.
Can I ask him to demonstrate it?
Sure.
I don't know. I just want to see. Yeah, just
Joe,
know what-
do me a
what
diplomacy
he's
check
capable
plus
of.
4.
Oh, nat 20
He
plus
cast
30.
he cast burning hands into the sky, like you're like this, and a cone of fire comes out. It's essentially burning hands. He says before he could just light a campfire, he could get a small spark to go and light a campfire, but he's just ever since about two moons past, his fire has just come much more naturally, and he has more spells at his availability that he's been able to just pull up.
What kind of okay, so Create Water is a level 0 shaman spell. Is there any way that we could take some time to maybe try to teach him how to create water?
Yeah.
Because it's also a druid
That's what I
spell,
was
so we
wondering
both
too.
know it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it feels like this would have lasting impact.
Yeah, like he's like a self-trained shaman essentially that's been around for a long time, and his few spells he does have are very limited. But he's essentially like a level 1 spellcaster. Like he can cast level 1 and 0 spells, and that's it. But he just doesn't have any real training. The guy who trained him from 100 years ago basically taught him fire, and that was it. It was like spark or something. I don't know what the level 1 equivalent it is off the top of my head.
Level 0 is Spark.
Okay. But yeah, he's
What would we need to roll or to do in order to teach him? Create Water seems so important.
yeah, it doesn't seem like a bad one to teach him either. God, it seems, I mean,
He
that's pretty,
seems capable of learning. I mean, he seems pretty adept. I mean, he casts whatever.
I mean, I would say an Arcana check to be able to kind of show him,
Man, we're just like
or spellcraft.
turning this whole town into like badasses.
Yeah, either spellcraft or Arcana, maybe a combo of the two. Like I would give a DC to both of them. You have to
I
basically
don't
know
see Arcana.
spellcraft to show him how to do it. And
Oh,
Knowledge.
knowledge. Oh, I'll do both of them. Here, my knowledge arcana. 28. Spellcraft. Let's say 21.
that's pretty good. So like this whole revelry's going on, and you're like, shoot fire into the air.
Those are +2.
What's that?
I aided, so those are both +2.
Oh, okay, so 30 and 23. Yeah, so you're
Oh,
like, shoot,
yeah.
show me your fire spell, and he's like, and shoots the fire off, and then you're like, watch this, and you like draw like a pentagram on the ground and different little squiggly lines, and then you're like, water, and like a little fills a cup for you. You're like, see, look, water, and he's like, oh wow, and like you just spend some time essentially showing him how to craft a spell and use your knowledge arcana to really teach him how to do it. And I think he picks it up pretty good, and you're able to teach him a couple of different spells from your repertoire of 0 level spells between the two of you, teaching him. So he picks up a couple extra spells and things. They do have some concerns with the black clad strange spellcaster types that cast some kind of negative energy spells. They're very concerned with their recent presence in this around the stone, and they also mentioned there's these sand wraith type creatures that come out at night, especially that have been known to steal the souls, is what he says, of people.
What time is it?
Yeah, it's nighttime. It's getting to be nighttime on there for you guys. And I promised that, I know we started a little late because we had some issues or whatever, but I promised you guys that we would take intermittent little pauses. So why don't we take 3 or 4 minutes, use the bathroom, get a drink, do whatever we're gonna do, and we'll pop back in here and get the last hour knocked out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great. I'm gonna probably swap one of my feeds out with Osmir real quick.
Cool, I'll be back.
Hmm. Thinking this theme kind of sucks.
What theme? Oh,
Like, in the
I
game
just dropped out. You
program.
want me to change it? We can load back in.
We don't have to change it tonight. It's just really hard to like see a separation in my sheet. Like I've got so much shit in my sheet.
Yeah.
And it doesn't.
I just
show,
liked it because
like-
the dice tray went black, and I like that for many reasons, but
the character sheets being black is unhelpful. Like if there's no separation between my levels and stuff.
yeah, I
and
noticed
it
that
just
it's
jumbles
kind of
everything
weird.
together.
Yeah, I noticed that. It
Which-
looks kind of weird.
On some sheets it's not that big of a deal, but my sheet's not streamlined.
Well, we'll wait for Shane and we'll get back into it. Music's good on your guys' side. It's not too loud.
I have Kenku turned down pretty low, I think, so it's fine on my side.
I've got turned on to 53%, so.
Honestly, mostly just care how it sounds on the stream, you know? Because you guys have Discord, you can just turn it down.
Correct. It didn't sound like it was too loud when I opened the stream.
Okay, cool.
I forgot to add my Mythic.
Jack was mocking his opponent.
Go into here.
Yeah, I didn't do any of that either.
Well, I just realized that because I took that.
I did add my spells that I needed.
Okay.
What was that one called?
And my feats.
Oh my goodness, what? What was that called? Mirror dodge.
It's echoing. Why do I have an echo?
Yeah, it is. Here it is.
Okay. We should be good. Everybody's ready?
Sure.
So anything else this evening? You talk to the shaman, and trade histories a bit, copy down the map, teach them some magic, feed everybody, dance the night away with drinks and water, and get a little tent to sleep in, and then you guys get a long rest in. First one in a tent. And it really does feel like, even though they're lizardmen and they're just different than you guys, that does feel like the safest you've been.
Treated these guys the best they've ever been treated in their lives, of course.
Well, the thing is like they've been running for so long, you know, from the sewers of Sumner to the Feywild, to the Dwarven Mountains inside the Feywild, to the Arcane Tower, to the Sands and Stone Temple. And just everything's been go, 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 stop this, stop that. So this isn't the most reprieve you guys have had, and you all get a nice long rest in. And this could have went two ways. You totally could have fought the lizards, and the fact that you guys didn't fight the lizards lends me to say
Yeah, do it. Do it.
Oh, yeah, is it a good thing, bad thing?
that we'll have to have some epic battles in the near future with some other stuff you have no choice but to fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were gonna give us something good.
You think so?
Do it. You want to.
I do kind of want to. We'll see how this next hour goes. I'll put this on the table. There's a chance that you guys could level yet tonight, and it's a good one. But there's choices to be made, and I want to hear those choices on the morrow. So rest well now, my sleepy heads. As per tomorrow, decisions time it will be, and those decisions will directly correlate to leveling up or suffering in level 8 for another game.
Suffer.
Shane, your ears are cute. There he is. There. Oh, goodness. All right, so yeah, successful long rest, successful training of the shaman to be a pimp, successful story exchange, food exchange, drink exchange, culture exchange, full-on rest, oiled up your armor, Eldrick, like you do all your like actual rest, like you do like the stuff you're trained in boot camp, like keep your feet dry type shit.
Sleep
like
without armor on.
I don't know. I assume you take it off and clean it and oil it and stuff.
A full
one
rest
piece
with
at a
no
time,
armor.
though.
Oh gosh. He's not gonna sleep without it on.
He doesn't have to. I think he's heavy armor master, so he's fine.
He just,
Yeah,
he
I'm
just
sure.
hanging, holding onto his
I would
battery
be
ram
prepared. Yeah.
like it's a full
I
body
sleep
pillow.
with my battery.
He runs hot, so he sleeps laying against his greatsword because it cools him off.
Yeah, that helps too.
All right, well, as you guys sleep peacefully, Eldrick, you have dreams of frost-swept mountains and of yourself doing battle with like 12 or 15 foot tall, monstrous Yeti-like creatures in the mountains of frost. Selwyn, you have a joint dream with Vale, wandering in a similar looking woods to a wood you've been in before, where you walked into a circle of trees and saw a certain specific looking weird changeling face monstrosity that kept calling out to you. That dream is more of a nightmare, and it resounds and tumbles through your brain all night long. So though you get a full rest and rest well, it is an uneasy rest, and your blood freezes at the thought of this monstrosity, of this strange like creature that had the changing face and the many legs and arms and things. Yeah, so that wasn't a great rest for you. Eldrick, yours isn't so much a nightmare as it feels like a memory, but it's not your memory. It's not one you've never, I mean, you were raised in the city. To be on the windswept, ice-cold mountains is not something you've ever done. But and it does feel like it's you doing it. You just don't remember it ever actually happening, even though it's there. What's good there, Jaden? How you doing, brother? Aylwin, you and Osmir, oddly enough, sleep like sound little bunnies. Like you're just baby bunnies. Like nothing. I'm doing so good, Jaden. Nothing bothers you. Like you have these wonderful dreams of like a running crick next to you, and like all the little forest woodland buddies coming up and leaving little gifts. And like like after you wake up in the dream, like you put your feet in the crick, and the like little crawdad climbs out and like clips his little things at you, then dives back in. Like it's just this super nature lovely time, and you're not sure why, but this is the first time you've slept in nature ish on the prime material plane that wasn't like a city. Like this little camp is as close to like actually being in nature in a non-Fey environment that you've ever been in your entire life. And it just soothes your soul in a way that you didn't know you needed. And you all wake up, and I'm gonna allow you guys one word each about your situation, about your dream. Each of you give me one word about your dream, and then I'll make a decision.
Invigorating. I relish combat.
That is frightening. I slept very uneasily. I can't say.
You said frightful?
Yeah, frightening.
Frightening. Okay. Invigorating, frightening.
Renewed.
All right, fuck it. You guys can all level up. So you guys will be, I mean, that's pretty much where we're at. So you guys, this campsite, this freedom of nature, and this newfound friendly lizard folk village, lizard man village, you guys can all go ahead and slide into 9th level. And really, I think in the morning when you guys wake up, as you're leveling up, you'll get to discuss more with the shaman about what what the area has and what your plans are. They'll point you in the direction of the stone if you wish to go that direction, which I assume you guys do.
Definitely.
And then we will pick up with the course to the stone next time, so you guys can spend the next little bit leveling up, and then we'll just pick up at the traveling to and the fighting of the wraiths and the priests of Ontaria.
You're not supposed to tell us that.
That's what I mean. That's what's coming up. I can tell you whatever I want. But then, the lizard folk already told you that's what's out there. So it depends on if you run into them. But there's the sand wraiths and the priests of Ontaria that you may end up facing if you go to the stone on the next venture. And it might not take you that long to level up, but it is Pathfinder, and there are other wonky rules and stuff. And yeah, I figure we can wrap it up and call it an evening. I had a nice time getting you guys set up, give you a nice rest, started getting the PDFs put together. Huh?
My modules aren't even all activated. I couldn't find my class.
In Fantasy Grounds?
Yeah.
Why? It must have been an update with Fantasy Grounds that just cleared everything, because it ruined all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it did.
Do you want me to back out and make it not the bad character sheets?
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, we're close enough, and we're probably only going to be on here for another 15, 20 while you guys get your stuff together. And I'm happy to talk any more lizard folk stuff and any more in-game content you guys want up and through, but we're not going to leave the village today. You can leave in the morning or in the afternoon or tonight even if you want, but time is of the essence.
As we're discussing the stone, I'm going to explain how I think we may see some challenges, like destroying the stone, and it seems like they stand to profit from us doing that. So
The lizard folk
they want
would?
to contribute anyway. Yeah, they want to contribute anyway to our endeavor, or I point to the champion. That guy looks a little beefy. I bet he could help us.
As much as they'd like to send their champion with you, they're not going to do that. But if you roll a successful diplomacy check with the Wisps +4, I do have something else I can lend to you.
Right.
If.
Oh.
I mean, it's a 20. They'll come off with 3 Monder lizards and train you how to ride them.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Like that. Like that.
And there's 6 of you,
Let's do
so it's
that.
2
I love
apiece. 2 of you could, you saw the lizard men were riding on 2 apiece.
Yeah.
They're essentially sand lizards that are the size of a draft horse.
We won't get stuck in that sand again.
Nice.
Yeah, they're naturally attuned to the area, so they dodge that kind of stuff relatively simply.
Oh, you love to see it. Okay. To activate literally all the modules. That's so fucking stupid.
And I would like to wild shit and see if I can get an aerial view of camp and see if there's anything out in the immediate vicinity.
Yeah, I mean, you can climb the sky pretty high in a bird form or whatever. Do you do that in front of anyone, or do you sneak out the back of the tent?
God, no. No. I curl off into the shadows where no one can see me. Because
they don't know what
they don't
druids are?
like magic. Well, this is magic, and I don't want them to start questioning me again. They already think I smell.
Their only magic caster could barely
Magic
cast
makes food.
anything.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to scare them. They already think I smell funny. I gave them food to placate them, so no, I'm not going to scare them off by turning into a bird.
Sure.
All right, so you shoot up to the sky. You catch 6 spears because they're like dinner. I'm just kidding. But you can get it like through the back of the tent during the day or whatever. Early in the morning, you can shoot up as a bird and kind of look around. You can see from your vantage point on high. I assume you'll take 20 on it because your whole point is going up there to perceive. So it's not like you're rolling to notice anything special. If you rolled a nat 20, I would give you it all. But if you just take the 20, I'll give you enough. Kind of your choice on that for perception check. But as far as that goes, you will see. You could obviously see where the stone is. There's a crater of spinning earth about maybe 10 or so miles from here, across quite a bit of desert of sweeping sands and things like that. The sweeping sands and whatnot, and that surrounds on all sides. This does lead eventually into a mountain range that off in the distance. If you go towards those mountains, you'd be going away from the stone. So you need to go away from the mountains to find this stone. That being said, those mountains are the only snow-covered places in this area, Eldrick, just in case you guys talk about it later. If you ever bring your dream up at all or anything, those mountains are pretty much the only super snowed-in region nearish by. But you could definitely figure out where this stone is based on the description he gave you. And what you see from up high, I mean, it's far away, but it basically looks like a whirlpool of energy has just disintegrated all of the sand beneath it into like a weird wind tunnel of negative energy. And it's just swirling that away, and there's like electrical current coming out of it as well, blasting inside this pit, this deep pit of swirling energy. You don't have enough vision to see individual figures, but that's a pretty big thing in the desert. Like, it takes up quite a decent amount of space. It's the size of the village.
Like I said, I wanted to just make sure there wasn't any direct vicinity, as well as checking and scoping out the area. So once I'm satiated, I'm just gonna land where I can when they can't see me, and
Okay.
back into my normal.
So throughout this whole endeavor, the champion never truly leaves the side of the egg. He kind of, even though he did enjoy some food and beverage and things, even when you all were going to bed, he was still, sitting on the corner side of the dais. Dais? What is dais, right?
Yes.
On the corner of the dais with the egg on it. And remember, again, it's like a beach ball sized egg. It's a pretty big egg, and they seem to have taken quite an affinity to it, and they sing around it still. And people, as the day goes on, they come and they'll come to the champion, say something in their guttural language, and then he'll allow them to put their hand to the egg and touch it and hold their hand there, and then they go away, almost as if some kind of ritual for luck or a blessing or something like that, or you're not sure.
I'm interested in learning about that egg.
Mm-hmm. So you talk to your shaman, Dottie?
Yeah, of course.
Talk to your shaman, Daddy.
Shaman Dottie. So he will tell you about the egg. He says the multi-headed great lizard was killed in a raid. It had eaten many of our people. We believe this is its only remaining heir to its monstrous lair, and we hope to raise it to be our protector.
Can we have it?
Oh my gosh!
Sorry. No.
Signs. He shakes a magic 8-ball and shows you, and it says, "All signs point to no." Now, granted, if you had attacked them, all signs would have pointed to possibly.
We got three little ones. So
three baby lizards to ride around on. Fair.
For some reason, I can't figure out why PC Gen has a miscellaneous +4 to my con. Can't figure out where it's coming from.
Apparently, you're tough.
Well, it's got my constitution at, I mean, that's putting my constitution at 22.
It's pretty high.
And that's, well, it's definitely not what Fantasy Grounds says.
Do you get bonuses for mythic stuff, or?
I don't know. I know that I took my wisdom up to 20 when I got my mythic. Level, but I don't know what that +4 is from.
Yeah, me neither. You guys, is everybody else leveling up okay?
I just figured out how to do the mythic stuff, and now I'm adding a mythic feat. Now, I added the what's it called, mythic tier instead of mythic level 3 or whatever. Now is that okay?
I don't know. In Pathfinder, in Fantasy Grounds, or?
No. If you did that in, wait, how? Say it again. What'd you do?
I added mythic tier instead of mythic level, and it's under like the feats and abilities tab.
In PC Gen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you add 4 of those.
4 mythic tiers.
Well, yeah, you guys leveled up to level 4 to your mythic.
Yeah, you hit add mythic
Okay.
tier 4 times.
Gotcha. So I have to play times 4. And now I gotta go, and I have 2 mythic feats. And but the only thing that's not like X'd out is like little things like extra path ability or dual path.
Yeah, because you're only doing the ones that you're qualified for. Have you picked a path?
I picked mythic path trickster.
Okay. So when you go to your mythic path, it says trickster, and then when you go to path abilities and hit qualified, it's only got a few. You should have a whole list of everything that's available for trickster.
I got additional trick, aim for the eye. It's not a very big list. If I emulate qualified, I mean it's semi-big, I guess. Okay, I just blocked out everything that was red.
Yeah. When you filter out all that red shit, it makes it a little bit easier.
But that's what I'm saying. Under mythic feat, I only have 7. I got gain a non-mythic feat.
Yeah, well, you have to qualify for them.
How do you qualify for it?
Well, do you have the rest of your character built?
Guys still got skill points. Gotta select my feats.
Do you have your feats built in, your regular
No,
feats?
I don't have anything
Yeah, no,
done yet.
Mythic is not priority. You need to build your character. Otherwise,
I
it
just
doesn't
haven't-
feed, because if you would qualify for Mythic Rapid Shot, you have to have Rapid Shot as a feat, right? So the things that you might qualify for might have prerequisites and
Yeah,
your standard leveling.
gotcha.
Wait.
Where's my character?
Well, it sounds like you guys are just gonna level up the rest of the way. So I think I'll kill the stream off, and we'll call it an evening there. Thank you everybody for joining and watching tonight. The likes, the high fives, the things, this, that, popping bys. We'll see you guys in a week. We play next week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, we got Mythic Pathfinder episode